All right, I'm back. I had to end my live stream in an emergency to de-escalate a potentially violent situation. But that's taken care of now. Here's 54th Street. Walking up 6th Avenue now. I'm headed towards the Ed Koch Queensboro Bridge. So what happened was there was someone who came up to me. I'm not sure if it was the driver of the car or just someone else, but he came up to me and wasn't happy that I was recording either him or whatever. He's like, don't do that shit, man. Do it on your own time or whatever. Don't do it no more. But I had to end the live stream in haste just to de-escalate the situation, and that did it. That completely did it. No, he didn't touch me. Nothing happened. I'm street smart, so I knew exactly what to do. Yeah, I know, Scott. I could have told him that too, but when people are that in your face about it, they're not going to take no for an answer. So it's better just to de-escalate the situation and handle it a different way. Robert Edmondson, thank you for the $5. Appreciate it. All right, 57th Street. Yeah, Judith, I'm sure you got scared. I'm sure everyone here got scared. But I handled it the best way I could. Try to de-escalate the situation, and it works. I said, okay, I'm ending it. I ended it, and he saw it, and he said, okay, don't do it no more, and this and that, do your own time. And I just started a new one, that's all. Uzi 2 saying tell the police. That wasn't assault or harassment or anything that the police can charge him for. There's nothing wrong with what he did. Mater 700, thank you for the $20. And Lamb Brian with $50. Thank you so much. Appreciate it very much, man. The person did not touch me at all. So I had no right to get involved there. I tried to de-escalate the situation and I successfully did. Felipe Gavioli, thank you for €109. Appreciate it. Thank you, Marjorie Jadoring, with $5. Buy yourself an egg cream on me. Be safe. Thank you. And this is why, everybody, that it's not easy being a YouTuber, especially someone who live streams in public, because anything can happen in a live stream. Someone can come up to you, they know where you are. You just have to be aware of your surroundings and try to deal with each one appropriately. Wyatt Spencer, thank you for $5. Keep it up. Bronco Jones, thank you for the membership. Philip McLaughlin with $10. Thank you. Was in New York Saturday visiting my sister, and we were going on the Beeline going uptown. And when we stopped at 110th Street, someone dropped their baby in the track, and a man went in to save it. Oh, wow. Anything can happen in this city. That's a crazy story, but I'm glad that someone saved the baby. Johnny Strides, thank you for the $1. And in, appreciate it. And Jens Paul, thank you for the membership. Benji's I wouldn't say I was assaulted. I was confronted. The man did not touch me at all. Here's the Four Seasons Hotel. Patrick Flanagan, thank you for the membership. Appreciate it. Joe Joyner, thank you for $2.99. Here's Park Ave. Tam Ding Funsock, thank you for the $2.99. Appreciate it. World famous Park Avenue, looking towards the MetLife building. What's post no bills mean? It means that the property owner does not want any kind of papers or stuff stuck to their property. That's all. I think it's also the law that you can't post something if you have that notice up. Matthias Gaspard, thank you for the €5. Thanks for showing us New York City. Always an adventure. Stay safe. The world will beat this. Greetings from Hamburg, Germany. Matthias, Haiti, and Arthur. And I got another super chat from Wayward Y2 for $10. Thank you. My pleasure, man. Thank you. Thanks. Jump in J&M with $4.99. Thanks for the wonderful tours. Action Kid from Ron and Barb. Be safe. I will. Thank you. Approaching Lexington Avenue now. Pretty quiet around here. Zara, Bloomingdale's. I don't really see too many people here. Banana Republic. Michael Ford's at $5. Headed to any gyms when they open at end of the month. Love my videos. Maybe. I mean, I'm not a member of a gym. I do all my exercise here. Walking around, and that's more than enough. Nicholas Gonzalez. I wish I could make a video inside the Met, but over there they don't allow video cameras. Crystal K Beauty with $9.99. Would love to know my favorite place to get ice cream or gelato. Ice cream, that would be Van Leeuwen ice cream. And gelato, probably this one place in Arthur Avenue. You know what? Let me take the bus, because it's only across the street here, and I don't really feel like walking the bridge. It's getting dark and it's kind of boring. I'll just do some more walking in Queens. I'm gonna take this off the gimbal because it's just gonna get in people's way.
Doors closing. Doors closing. De las formas
All right, I'm across the bridge now. Hooking up back to the gimbal. Hope everyone enjoyed that bus ride. It was a lot quicker and a lot faster than walking over it. Walking over the bridge isn't really the nicest thing to do. Now we're in Queens Plaza. Did I get any super chats while I was on the bus? I'm sorry if I didn't get to thank everyone who contributed during the bus ride. I did get some super chats. Let me see if I can find them. Cobra Crew Productions, thank you for $1.99. Andy and Maddie from Florida. You're welcome. This light takes forever. Oh gosh, I hate this crosswalk. They don't give you enough time to cross the street. It's just turn, walk on the other side. All right, let me go up 29th Street. I didn't see anybody's comments when I was riding the bus. I needed to hold the pole, it was crowded. That's why I took the phone off my stabilizer. Plus, it was quiet in that bus, so I had to adjust my live stream to the environment. Here's 29th Street and Queens Plaza North. Prior to the... Actually, no, this used to be called another name for a long time, 29th Street. And I only found this out because one of my viewers sent me a postcard of Astoria, Queens. And in one of the postcards, they had one of these streetscapes on it, and it had a nice picture. And a lot of the places I recognize from the old neighborhood, but there was one picture I couldn't figure out, and that postcard, it had a scene of Academy Street in Astoria, Queens. And I was thinking, like, this street seems familiar, but I've never seen a name like this before, Academy Street. So I actually did some research. I looked up a historical map from the New York Public Library of Astoria, Queens, and I found out that this street, 29th Street, that I'm walking on now, is Academy Street, or used to be Academy Street. But Queens was like that back in the day, especially before the 1898 consolidation of the 5 boroughs. Queens had a lot of streets named after people and trees and neighborhood names. And this was one of the streets that got renamed to align Queens to the numbering system. And one of the interesting things I found out about Academy Street is that there's a building on the corner of 31st Avenue and 29th Street. And that building is called the Academy. It's a new building going up, or It's already built actually, but that building's name pays homage to this street's former name, Academy Street. There were many street names that I saw on that map that were kind of familiar too. Back in the 90s, the N train line that goes through Astoria, they had two names for the subway station. 39th Avenue used to be called 39th Avenue BB Avenue, and then it got renamed to 39th Avenue Dutch Kills, and 36th Avenue used to be Washington Avenue. That just got renamed to 36th Avenue. Broadway was always Broadway, and 30th Avenue used to be Grand Avenue. Yeah, Iwo Osen, there's two names on the 7 train line as well. Some of them are still being used. Some of the former street names in Astoria include Van Alst Avenue, that used to be 21st Street. I think Elm Avenue used to be 31st Avenue. There's also another spur of 29th Street north of 30th Avenue called Buchanan Place. It used to be called Buchanan Place. Ditmars Boulevard used to be called Ditmars Avenue. Astoria Boulevard used to be called Flushing Avenue because it went all the way to Flushing. There's such a quiet portion of Astoria. Inside there is a art gallery. Sometimes they host events in there. I was in there one time and it's quite nice. Cha-Cha's Foreign Adventure asking if the gallery is open. I'm not sure if it is or not. But I know that more indoor places are going to be opening up since the museums and cultural institutions are allowed to open now. This hotel never used to be here, Holiday Inn, but because Long Island City got so developed and it was such a convenient location to get to Manhattan, they built hotels here. Someone's throwing out a vacuum cleaner. Is this a Hoover? Because Hoover vacuum cleaners, I always find they break all the time. Yeah, how did I know? A Hoover. I don't know what it is, but seems like newer stuff now breaks so easily. Meanwhile, you have things like 100-year-old light bulbs that are still lit up, and air conditioners back from the 80s still running, and VCR players still working. Meanwhile, you get something now like a iPhone, it starts slowing down after like 2-3 years, and you need to replace it. Or a computer. Froxton Jones, I. With $5 Canadian, explain the alphabet area, please. Well, Alphabet City is always considered part of the Lower East Side or the East Village area. It used to be the entire Lower East Side, but then East Village had its own identity. But right now, Alphabet City is a subsection of the East Village. But there's Avenue A, Avenue B, Avenue C, and Avenue D. That's why it's called Alphabet City. And Tom Delgado, I did a walk with him in the East Village. He brought up a funny little thing to remember the A, B, C, and D. I forgot what it was, but I think it was like, if you're on Avenue A, I forgot what it was. You're anxious. If you're B, you're brave. If you're C, you're like crazy. And if you're on Avenue D, you're dead. Because there was so much crime back then that if you were on any of those streets, the further east you went, the worse it got. Oh, Bop and Go A was all right. All right. I'm glad you remember that. A is all right, B is brave, C is crazy, and D is dead. And there's no Avenue E, but I made up the joke that if there was an Avenue E, you'd be extinct. Matt J, Avenue F. There wasn't even an Avenue E. Going F will be even worse. Scott Briggs asking how come nutcases are in Midtown but never in Queens. That's what I said, but people don't believe me. I say the most crime happens in Midtown Manhattan. No one believes me when I say that. It makes sense when you think about it too, because in Midtown Manhattan, there's more people and more of the criminals will go there. Whoa, let's go down this street. What's going on here? There's like a sidewalk closed. Maybe they're repaving the street. Oh wow, they're redoing the sidewalk curb, I think. says use the other side. Some construction going on here. Is there any cars coming? No. Let's take a look. Huh. Maybe they're redoing some like pipelines or something. Just looks like a big row of dirt, and they're making some kind of path on the outer edge. Now let me get on the sidewalk now because this car's coming. POV HFR, your browser crashed and you're back. You wonder if you have to do it has to do with Chrome. You know, that's interesting you bring that up because recently I've had some problems with Google Chrome. I think there's a memory leak in Chrome because when I use Google Chrome, occasionally my memory usage spikes to 100% out of nowhere. And I look at my task manager and I see Chrome using up most of the memory, but even when I force close Google Chrome, it still does that. And I have to restart my computer to get the memory usage back down. But I switched to Firefox and I haven't had that issue anymore. Robert Parker with $5. Alphabet City continues in Brooklyn from Flatbush to Sheep's Head Bay. Oh, wow. Also, too, it's not just Google Chrome either because I also use the Brave browser, which is basically like a fork of Google Chrome, except it's being developed by the people who developed Firefox. And the Brave browser even had that problem because probably there's something in that code or something that is making the computer leak so much memory. Yeah, BJP is saying Brave is based on Chrome. Microsoft Edge is also based on Chrome too. It's powered by Chromium. So I'm just using Firefox until maybe they get that issue sorted out. I mean, now we kind of have to deal with Google Chrome and memory leaks. Before, back in the 90s and early 2000s, we had to deal with like spyware and viruses. Remember that? Things have gotten a lot better, but I remember some crazy stuff like the I love you virus, and you couldn't open your email at all or else you get infected. Or some like ransomware viruses where they lock your computer unless you donate some money and then you're given the unlock code. And then I remember back in the 90s, there were a lot of viruses based on like porn stars and celebrities. It was like so strange. Here's 35th Avenue. Yeah, and now instead of virtual viruses, we have to deal with a real virus now that's very serious throughout the world. Go figure, right? I'd rather have virtual viruses than a real virus causing mayhem throughout the world and forcing most of the world to wear these things. I wish we can go back to those days where all we had to worry about was not opening an email or running a bad program on your computer. But you still gotta do that anyway. This is a very quiet block of Astoria, Queens. They got the driveways that go right down. Bach concertos saying I'm close by the house. Whoa. I don't know where, but maybe I could wave somewhere you can see it. I don't know. Somewhere. Spike Spikerson, thank you for joining the Red Panda membership. Appreciate it. Now you get access to custom badges, emojis, access to the Discord server, and also some bonus videos. Like you can see what I ate in Southampton before I went back to New York City. This is kind of a little bit dangerous if you're not watching out because there's 2 levels to the sidewalk. When you're a walker, you're aware of these things, different elevations, hills, tree roots, everything. I'm gonna make my way to Broadway and then end the stream so I can get some takeout to bring back. I saw a comment saying I could be a mailman. I could walk forever and ever and ever, right? Let me go this way. POV HFR is on Firefox now. All right. Here's 33rd Avenue and 28th Street ends abruptly. This is why the city has so much trouble putting a bike lane in places in Queens, because some of these streets are not continuous. I gotta go this way. Here's Crescent Street, named Crescent Street because there's a curve between Broadway and 31st Avenue, which is the next block. It's one of the street names that did not get changed after Queens became part of New York City. If it did get renumbered, then this street would be known as 25th Street. Here's La Sala Astoria. And here I am, Broadway and Crescent Streets. I'm gonna get some food somewhere here. There's a lot of restaurants up here. But anyway, I'm gonna sign off properly this time, not abruptly. If you enjoy this long walk from Manhattan to Queens, with the exception of the bus going over the bridge, but I think that was a smart choice anyway, because I saved a lot of time and the bridge would have just been boring to walk across. Be sure to smash that like button for me, subscribe if you haven't already to the channel, and consider becoming a member of the channel or a patron. You'll get access to the new Discord server and get also some more stuff. But anyway, take care folks. Bye bye.